All right, the second part of our screens are our jailbreak screens. Okay, and these are our screen part of the screen game that we really like to work against really aggressive pass rushers, really aggressive blitzing defenses. Okay, so looking right here, all right, our first jailbreak screen is this one out of 2x2. We give it the same name. Okay, and the O-line, you'll see as we go through these screens, the O-line jobs never change for us on these screens. Okay, we are set, punch, go up front. All right, it's normally for about a 2-second count. So it's pass set, punch, shed and go. And it's usually about 1,001, 1,002 count that they get off. All right. So they're going to set, engage, and then rip off and go to their landmark to where they're blocking. Typically, our guys go to a landmark because whatever color shows, that's what they're going to pick up. If you tell them, hey, you've got, the Sam. What if the Sam blitzes and the safety rolls down? Well, now he's got the safety. So we give them more landmarks, more so than a person or a defender. Okay? So we base it off our protection. Okay? So our protection is the same way. All right? So the slide side, the man side, and he's crossing just like our base protection. All right? So we do it off our protection look. All right, so up front, it's set, punch, go. All right, set, punch, go, and this tackle, he is out here flat, all right outside 1 yard outside the hash. He's got anything that shows there. This guard is set, punch, go, and he's in 1 yard inside the hash, anything that shows. Okay, the back. He's fitting up just like he would on our man side of the protection, all right? And he's right down the middle, probably going to end up having the Mike backer. So we do kind of tell him, hey, you're probably going to take that linebacker that you're normally responsible for in the protection, okay? So that's the man side. The slide side, it's set, punch, go. He's the landmark right outside the hash, 1 yard outside the hash, probably the Sam backer. The guard is set, punch, go, and he's right up the hash here. And then the center is set, punch, go, and he's got the right middle. Okay? And we're setting up everything. The receivers. He is flat, fast, blocking the corner, flat, fast, blocking the corner. Okay? We widen our splits for this, so we got a little bit wider split. All right? The receivers, they are 1-2, retrace down the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage. Okay? And you got to tell those guys, you got to trust it. You got to run. You can't jog. You can't slow down. All right? You can't think that you're going to run into a lineman. You've got to trust it, and you've got to go. All right? Because we're going to set, punch, go, and these cats are going to be running upfield. All right? So when they're running upfield, all right, you're going to run in right behind them, behind the line of scrimmage. Okay? All right, so which side does the quarterback go? All right, we typically tell him go to the side without the flat defender. All right, so the side without the Sam. Okay, we do have it accounted for. All right, so if he does go to the side with the Sam, that's fine too. But typically we look at matchups. Now, if this guy walks up and he blitzes, I typically like our quarterback to throw the screen into the blitz. All right, I like for him to throw the screen into the blitz. Less people for us to have to block. All right, because they're running upfield. We let those blitzers go, and we're running upfield. All right, but typically, if they're not blitzing, we'll go to the side without the Sam. Okay? If he's walked down, then we'll just pick a side on our matchups, and we'll go. Quarterback, the biggest thing here, he's going to look out there. He's going to pick a side pre-snap. All right, and then in his drop, he's going to get his eyes downfield. So he's going to be 3-step gun drop, big first step. Big first step, and then, big first step, eyes downfield. As he comes through his crossover phase to put his back foot in the ground, he's going to start working his eyes to where he's going to throw the football. All right, so he's going to stare downfield like he's looking downfield for a downfield pass, get those backers to drop. All right, and then in his crossover phase, as he's going through his drop, he's going to get his eyes to where he's going to throw the football. Okay, and he's going to drop it off nice to him. I don't like for him to, sometimes he may have to finish high. I do things like I take a noodle that I hit them with and things like that and hold it up, and they have to throw it over that. It's just extending high in case D linemen come through, getting their hands up, brooms. We've done all that. For me, you can do all these drills of them releasing high and having to throw under pressure, screens, dropping it over to D linemen. But the best way to do this is in team pass settings, all right, where they're going 11 on 11 and they're getting real-time reps at it. All right, so we really like to rep this in our team pass sessions to get a real-life picture of it. So that's one version of our jailbreak screen. I do not want the quarterback hitting the fadeaway shot, falling back on one foot, because typically he'll sell it and it won't be accurate. The velocity of this ball, he doesn't have to throw I ain't worried about him throwing a Scud missile here. He's got to give him something nice and not nice. I don't want it to be a nice and easy ball, but it doesn't need to be, high velocity ball. He can drop it right into the receiver. We can also run this jailbreak like this. Nothing changes for the OL up front. You can call it. We've called it college names. We've called it all kinds of stuff, NFL names, whatever. However you want to call your plays and your no-huddle communication, it's up to you. All right, and this is just a different call for us. All right, and we're vertical here to hold these corners. All right, and he's running 1, 2, 3, retrace down the line, just like 1, 2, 3, retrace down the line. All right, just like they would on the outside. Now we wide a little bit. This one hits a little faster. All right, but nothing changes up front. Again, simple. It's a different screen, but up front, it's the same screen. All right. Then you can do it out 3x1. We can do it out 3x1, where we run him vertical. We'll just send him out in the flats. Okay, just to pull this wheel backer out of the play. Okay, nothing changes up front. We like this. We really like this versus man coverage. All right, when they bring a safety down here, and they get caught up in man coverage, and we like this. But this is a good way to run in a 3x1. Vertical, vertical. Okay, back's just sprinting out here. All right, because to pull this guy out here. All right, and now we're set, punch, go, set, punch, go. Set, punch, go. Set, punch, go. All your same landmarks. Set, punch, go. All your same landmarks. And we're blocking the Sam with him. Or if it's man coverage, let's say this safety's over here, man coverage, and there's 3 over 2. All right, he'll go block this guy, because if it's man, this defender will run with the Y blocking the safety that's rolled down. All right? And then he's 1, 2, retrace, behind line of scrimmage, down the line. So that's 3 versions of a screen that does not change up front. The OL jobs stay the same. So that's a good thing for us. All right, and here it is out of a 2x1 set with a fullback or a U-back, whatever you want, whichever one you want. Typically, we'll put our U-back in here. All right, that way he can get out there a little faster. All right, but if it's your fullback, you may have to widen him some. All right, but by doing that, you better make sure you got plays in there where the fullback's aligned that way. All right, but really no landmarks change for the line again. They're doing the same thing as they were doing on all the jailbreaks. All right, and the U, or the fullback, he is going to block the corner. All right, and that takes some reps. He's got to be under control. It doesn't have to be a devastating block, but he's going out to block the corner. The Y's blocking the corner. He's 1, 2, 3, retrace down the line. He's 1, 2, 3, retrace down the line. Okay? Really like this play. Because you're going to typically, most teams, if they're a too high, 4-down team, they're going to put their Sam to the 2 receiver side. So you got numbers over here. Okay? You got numbers over here to the 1 side. Especially if he's playing bracket coverage. All right? And we get this block, you probably get a block here, you got a big play. Once these receivers catch the ball, all right? And this is what we tell them. Retrace behind the line of scrimmage. You're running down the line. Trust it. Keep running. All right? Once you catch that football, you're tucking that thing. You're putting your foot in the ground, and you're getting vertical right now. All right? Don't keep running across the field with the football. All right? Catch the ball, foot in the ground, upfield. All right, let's look at some of these, okay? All right, this is a jailbreak. Going to our wide receiver right here. We got our wide receiver as the number 1 receiver. So you see here, we're going to the boundary side. He gets inside that block. The O-line does a nice job of set, punch, go. The defense was very aggressive. They're running upfield. We retrace. We dump the screen off. Now we're off and going. And I'm going to be honest with you, our lineman right there, he's missing on the safety. But you know what? He's busting his tail and he's getting out there trying to block a skill player. Let's look at it here. Set, punch, go. Everybody's on their landmarks. He's got to go. I know the guard right there. 75. He peeks behind him. Don't peek. Just run. If he gets his head on the right side, he's in really good shape. But he gets just enough of him, we can get in the end zone. Here is a jailbreak versus man coverage. Okay, this is a good one. We're sending the back out here. All right, he's going to block the safety who's rolled down playing man. This Sam runs with him because why? He's in man coverage. He's going to run vertical. All right, he's going to retrace, come down the line. Same thing up front. Same screen for up front, but that we just showed. But it's just it's different setup. But it's the same play. It's just out of a different formation. A lot of people don't realize you can call a lot of screens in the red zone. This is when teams are really aggressive, and you can take advantage of teams in the red zone by throwing screens down the red zone. So this is a good one versus man coverage. Just out of it, 3-by-1. Quarterback does a nice job of pushing off that back foot and getting extension with his left arm. Delivering a good, accurate football. I don't want him fading back. Now, we do work a drill. We do work a drill with after he throws it. I don't want him standing flat-footed there, okay, because he's going to get hit. All right, after he throws it, you need to feather off and get away from the getting hit. Don't take an unnecessary hit. Same thing, 3-by-1. Same screen here, going to a different guy, but it's going to the number 2 receiver. All right, the problem here, 50 does a nice job of sniffing it out. All right, but I want our receiver to put his foot in the ground, get upfield. And he does do that once he clears 50, then he starts to get up the field. Does a really nice job. Look at our line. Look at our right tackle. All right, he's engaged, he's set, punch. Now shed him and go. Need to be a little bit faster than that, but he's got to get a little more extension. So set, punch, rip and go. Let's look at our right guard. He's set, punch, go. Center, set, punch, go. Get out of there. Great effort running. Great effort running down the field with our offensive line. Here's another one out of 3x1. Everybody set, punch, go. We get it off to our, and our receiver does a nice job of putting that foot in the ground and getting upfield. Quarterback does a nice job of getting full extension with his arm and getting the ball out, and we can get upfield for a big gain. Here's a screen out of 2x2. Getting upfield. You know, and that's one of those things. He's got to sort it out. He's down the line. He's get in behind your offensive line. All right, get in behind that offensive line and go. Really nice job here. There's our tackle. Set, engage, go. And if you notice our right guard right here, okay, our protection here calls for a 4-man slide with a man scheme here, all right? So he stays true to his protection. He sets, punch, and there he goes. So it looks like our protection. We want it to look like our pass pro. See, right now, if I pause that right now, it looks like a pass play. We've got a 4-man zone scheme. We got a man side. Our back's crossing. Our quarterback's eyes are where? Downfield. Okay? So it looks like a pass. That's what we want. He snaps his head around. 1, 2, 3. Gets his eyes on the receiver. Gets it out. And we got a big gain. Same thing here. They do a good job of sniffing it out. Very minimal gain. I probably didn't call that play at the right time. So that's our spread series in the Pro Gun system. Like I said, I'll be adding some back screens. I'll be adding a couple other screens as we move forward with putting together more information, more content with this system.